This is Fox 5 News, the most powerful name in local news.
Coming up, you want to see Ernie's apartment? The Plaza gets an extreme makeover. A first look inside the multi-million-dollar renovations. Plus, how big-time designers are giving the classic hotel a modern twist.
Looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have a great place.
Thank you.
All right, Nick, in spring, great time to move. You know, at 6, just imagine being able to live in one of the most fabulous residences in Manhattan. There are so many of them, but this one is often referred to as the castle on the park. Yes, the Plaza has residences up for sale, and they feature interiors by a famous designer. But you better hurry, because even though prices start in the millions, this one is almost sold out. We're used to seeing fabulous couture creations by Versace on runways. But how about their furnishings in a multi-million-dollar home? The couch, the chairs, the table, even the chandelier, my friends, are all creations a la Versace. And they're housed in one of the most fabulous residences New York has to offer. This is a 2 or possibly 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath apartment on the 12th floor of the newly renovated Plaza residences. It's a little more than 2,600 square feet, complete with all the old world charm of the original Plaza, like the moldings, mosaic tile, even the doorknobs feature that famous P inscribed in brass.
The apartments are really quite beautiful. They're very graciously laid out. Even one-bedroom apartments are very graciously laid out rooms, very gracious living room and bedroom and nice-sized bathroom and kitchen. And so it's really a very gracious, small or large apartment here.
Most of the apartments have perhaps the grandest view you can get in all of New York City, Central Park. But if you want to keep out all that marvelous light, or for that matter, change the temperature in your pad, the music, or order food, or even request your car, check out this little device. It's Concierge Central. With the touch of a button, you can order all these things and a whole lot more. Even Ed, the doorman of 44 years, thinks this place is the tops.
Everything you want, you get at your fingertips.
You like that, huh?
Man, that's good stuff. Just
push
push the button and it's all done for you.
Like a little caviar.
If Ed the doorman says it's good, it's got to be good, right?
Fabulous. All right, the price tag, a 1-bedroom apartment with a view of the park.
Yeah, let's hear it.
$7 million? Oh, $7 million.
$7 million.
A 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Can't even have kids with that. One kid.
How much?
$12.5 million.
Unbelievable. They're
And
gorgeous.
the building, 80% sold.
Incredible.
And most people, no mortgages, are paying cash.
Only in New York.
I kid you not.
Mazel tov. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life.
Absolutely.
This is CBS 2 News at 5.
Plus, the Plaza Hotel is known around the world and has been the backdrop for all kinds of movies and books. Now it's filled with condos up for sale. We're going to take you on a tour of the new Plaza next. Well, she's one of the grand dames of the Big Apple cityscape, and she's currently undergoing a facelift of sorts.
But now the old Plaza Hotel, which is being renovated into very expensive luxury homes, is ready for her close-up. Kind of. CBS 2's Scott Rappaport got the first look at a work in progress.
You've seen the signs, the scaffolding, and the construction for the last 2 years. So you ever ask yourself,
what the heck are they doing in there?
Welcome, come right in, gentlemen.
Enormous spa bathrooms, 11-foot ceilings, incredible Central Park views. Here's your first look at the first private residences at the Plaza.
This is the master bedroom.
Today they're showing off 2 showplace units furnished by designer Versace.
That doesn't come with the place.
No, that's extra.
This 2,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, $12.5 million job, and this more modest 1-bedroom, 1,200 square foot pad with quite the view for the bargain price of $7 million. Interested? Forget it.
This one's sold, yes.
In all, there'll be 181 private residences for sale here. Price tag?
You better be sitting down for this one. Units here run from $2.5 million to $40 million plus.
I've been a doorman here 44 years already. Started in 1963 with the Beatles.
For the money, you also get Ed Trinka. He comes with the place and says the idea of permanent residences at the Plaza is only natural.
When I started in the 60s, half the place was permanent guests anyway.
You won't find these guests anymore, but Ed says it's still the Plaza. Scott Rappaport, CBS 2 News.
And it's worth the money just for Ed, right? The Plaza is set to reopen on October 1st to coincide with its 100th anniversary.
It's beautiful and expensive.
You're watching New York One, news all morning.
And now, here's a look at what's happening in your neighborhood.
Slated for occupancy this summer, the Plaza is back. The hotel closed down 2 years ago. It has been partially converted into condos and shops, and we're getting a sneak peek now into some of those apartments this morning. Roger Clark is standing by. He's at the Plaza to show us how it has been transformed. Good morning, Roger.
Yeah, and Kristen, the last time I was here, I had a powder blue tux on, and I was escorting my date, Julie Walsh, to the Stuyvesant High School senior prom.
And where is Julie now?
I don't know. But I'm here at the Plaza. It is looking good. Let me tell you, they have the 2 model apartments for these beautiful private residences. You know, you need a little money, though. $2.5 to $40 million they're going to cost. But hey, if you want to live on 59th and 5th and you want to overlook Central Park South, you're going to pay. And they have Versace couture home stuff inside these model apartments. They're beautiful. And yeah, this is the new Plaza Hotel. It's going to be part hotel. It's going to be part private residences. And there's going to be plenty of great high-end retail. Talk a little bit more about it. Sassy Johnson is here from, of course, Stripling Associates. And thanks for having us. And it's such a pleasure to be back in the Plaza. And what's going on, though? Like, you said 80% of these private residences have already been sold.
They have been. They've been very, very popular, and people have come from all over the world to purchase a bit of the Plaza or part of the Plaza legend.
And then something like $400 million has been put into renovating this place since since 2005 when it had been shut down. And what kind of renovations have we seen?
Well, they're absolutely beautiful, but what we've had to do is we've had to do a lot of rebuilding to make these proper apartments. So we've put in all new plumbing and all new wiring, have beautiful moldings. It's going to be really beautiful.
And it's kind of interesting because the Plaza is really going to be kind of 3 plazas. You're going to have your private residences, you're going to have your hotel, and then you're also going to have a situation where people can, I know it's a French word, I'm not great with French. Pied-a-Terre. What is a Pied-a-Terre? Explain that.
Well, it means just a little foothold in the Plaza. Pied is foot in French. So it's having a suite here at the Plaza that you can call your own. It's going to be like kind of joining a club, and so that you can let the front desk know when you're coming, and they can stock your fridge, and then when you're not using it, then it goes back into the rental management program of the Plaza, and you get a bit of the income from it.
And now, as I said, what do you think the attraction is? Well, all these people are like, I want to live in the Plaza. Why do you think it is? Is it just the memories and the tradition? And
Well, I think so many people come here with stories like yours of your senior prom or their marriages and bar mitzvahs, and really significant things happen in people's lives have happened at the Plaza. And it really is, people come and cry and children look for Eloise. And it's a very nostalgic, sentimental place for people to remember in their lives.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, Sassy Johnson from Stripling Associates. And so the Plaza, this is kind of neat, though, because it's actually going to be, the hotel portion of it will be opening officially on October 1st, 2007, which is the 100th birthday of the Plaza. It's going to be 100 years old. So a lot of excitement here at the Plaza Hotel. And that's the story from here at the Plaza. I'm Roger Clark. Kristen, let's head back to you in the studio.
All right, Roger, looks nice. Thanks. The Plaza is back after 2 years. The former hotel has been transformed, mixing a little bit of the old with a whole lot of new. It is slated for occupancy this summer. Here comes Roger Clark getting a sneak peek there this morning. Good morning again, Roger.
That's right, Kristen. And you remember the Plaza Hotel, of course, at one time 800 guest rooms, but it's going to be a new plaza, kind of like actually three different kind of plazas. You're going to have your hotel, you're going to have private residences, and you're also going to have kind of like hotel condos where people can come for up to 120 days a year. There's going to be also some high-end retail here, some of the finest stuff in the world. For folks from the hotel and for just about anybody to check out. And this is sort of what it's going to look like. I mean, it's really been restored to its historic best. In fact, the plaza is going to be 100 years old October 1st when it reopens as a hotel. We'll talk a little bit more about $400 million in renovations going on. Of course, there's Lloyd Kaplan here from Linden, Altshuler and Kaplan. And wow, very impressive.
Good morning, it is. Well, the plaza is a great icon and very impressive in and of itself. And when trying to determine, what style, how do you determine how to renovate the plaza? Where do you draw your inspiration? From what designer? And the answer became obviously from the plaza itself. And there are great mosaics that were uncovered. Those mosaics are reflected in the model residences, in the bathroom tiles and on the kitchens. You can see here the plaza as it was really contemplated in 1907 with the addition of the penthouses. And that skyline with all the pediments and everything that was conceived of in 1907, some of it was the time took its toll, will all be replaced. And there are some hidden treasures in the plaza as well. We can see behind us, I think.
Yeah, let's check this out. This is kind of interesting, and maybe we're going to go over to Sassy Johnson from Stribling Associates, who's one of the people who are selling these things, and that's kind of neat. There's actually going to be a garden smack in the middle of the plaza, right?
There is. We're cantilevering this up above some of the major rooms, and we're building a complete new garden with reflecting pools for those apartments facing inward.
Yeah. And from what I understand, these are selling like hotcakes. I mean, you sold like, what, 80% of the private residences, and then you also are going to have the hotel rooms and these condos, and it's a French word again, please, you got to help me with it.
The Hotel Pied-a-Terre.
There we go, yeah. And that's kind of like a place where somebody is a frequent business traveler, they come to town and they're allowed to stay there up to 120 days a year, and the rest of the year they're hotel rooms, right? Yeah.
That's exactly right. They get an income from when they're being rented through the rental management program of the plaza, and the Fairmont's going to be the manager.
Wow, and then you have how about the retail shops? Have you had a lot of interest in that as well?
We've had tremendous interest. I mean, we're trying to pick really unusual boutiques and just one-of-a-kind items that are not found throughout New York. We're hoping to find really interesting new things to offer.
All right, great. Well, thanks, Sassy. So that's so this is the new plaza. So Kristen, I've been here twice in my life. Once was for my senior prom, where I thank gosh there's no picture of me because I had a powder blue tuxedo. And the last time was for my buddy Steve Clark's wedding, which was actually right here in this room, the Edwardian Room, right? Yeah. So it's so pretty. Everybody has nice memories of the plaza, and now you will be able to get the apartments. But if you want one, ready? They cost between $2.5 to over $40 million. Some people are putting like 5 apartments together as one.
Wow.
But hey, for that view of Central Park, it's probably worth it, don't you think?
Absolutely. If you can afford it, it looks beautiful, right, Roger?
Let's go for it, yeah.
Thanks so much. We'll check back.
The Plaza Hotel's transformation is nearly complete, and New York One got a sneak peek at the landmark hotel's new residences. The famed hotel shut down 2 years ago to undergo renovations to partially convert the building to apartments and high-end retail shops. It will also feature condo units where people can stay for up to 120 days. While the new apartment units won't be completed till the summer, agents say 80% have already been sold, and officials at the plaza say they hope it'll be better than ever.
Everything that was conceived of in 1907, some of it was the time took its toll, will all be replaced. And there are some hidden treasures in the plaza as well.
Significant things happen in people's lives have happened at the plaza. And it really is, people come and cry and children look for Eloise. And it's a very nostalgic, sentimental place for people to remember in their lives.
With the Plaza known for its luxury and grandeur, it's no surprise that the units don't come cheap. The apartments range from $2.5 to $40 million apiece. The hotel reopens on October 1st.
You're watching New York One, news all day.
It was one of the most famous hotels in the world until it shut its doors 2 years ago. But the Plaza Hotel is on the way back, and there are plenty of people paying a lot of money to make the place their full-time home. Roger Clark got a sneak peek at some of the luxurious new apartments in the nearly century-old building.
It's a 12th floor, 2-bedroom apartment with spectacular views of Central Park, currently decorated with furnishings and accessories by Versace. So how much?
The asking price is $12.5 million.
The apartment is one of 2 newly opened model residences on view at the legendary Plaza. Its last guests checked out in April 2005 when new ownership began a $400 million renovation. Once an 800-room hotel, the Plaza will still welcome overnight guests, but there will be just 282 rooms and suites, including more than 150 hotel condos that could be purchased for stays up to 120 days a year. Then there are the 181 private residences like this one, which are going for $2.5 to over $40 million. 80% of those have already been purchased, most of them before these model apartments were even ready. One of the modern conveniences added here at the new Plaza is this. It's called Concierge Direct. Check this out. You could turn on your lights, your TV, air conditioning, but not only that, you could order theater tickets, make reservations at a restaurant, or have someone go pick up your car and watch it as it drives to the front of the hotel so you know when to go downstairs. But there is more to the renovation than just the rooms. The famous public spaces like the Oak Room and Bar and Grand Ballroom are all being restored. The Palm Court is getting a new stained glass ceiling with an interior skylight.
There'll be a sense of when you walk into the Plaza, you'll be walking into the very special world of the Plaza.
No one is looking forward to the return of the Plaza more than Ed Trinka, doorman here for 44 years, who's been fielding the same question since the hotel closed.
I have people come by every day that are staying in hotels all around this area to come by and asking me when it's going to open, when are we coming back.
The answer is October 1st, when the Plaza turns 100 years old, though some of the newest residents of the landmark building are scheduled to move in even sooner than that. In Manhattan, Roger Clark, New York One.
You're watching NBC for New York. And now, Darlene Rodriguez, Rob Morrison, Chris Cimino, and Otis Livingston. This is News Channel 4, Today in New York.
Also ahead, a major makeover for a New York landmark. Kat Greenleaf takes us inside the Plaza Hotel when Today in New York returns.
Welcome back, everyone. You could call it the biggest mystery on Central Park South. What on earth has been happening inside the Plaza Hotel?
It's so true. Every time you go by, you wonder, what the heck's going on? It's been closed for nearly 2 years, but there is a lot happening, and Kat Greenleaf got to take a peek.
That's right. I'm here to tell you what the heck is going on.
Right.
Because 100 years ago, the Plaza was built. It was 1907. It was a luxury destination for the moneyed elite. It was built for around $12.5 million. So clearly the times have changed, and the hotel itself is going through major changes, turning into a mixture of private apartments and brand new guest rooms. We got a sneak peek at the renovations, and this morning we're happy to take you behind the scaffolding at the Plaza Hotel.
I am 6. I am a city child. I live at the Plaza Hotel.
Eloise doesn't live at the Plaza anymore, but this guy will.
I bought a unit. I bought a 1-bedroom condo at the Plaza.
That's right. The old 805-room hotel is paring down to 300 guest rooms, making way for 181 private residences for people like John Abeen of New Jersey.
I wanted to invest in New York. I wanted to be here where all the action is.
It's crazy around here today.
Since the hotel was sold to Elad Properties for $675 million in 2005, it's been full of action, renovating guest rooms and turning regular rooms into high-end homes.
It will have all custom-made cabinetry and marble countertops and marble mosaic. This diamond and dot pattern is a pattern that historically has been used in the plaza.
Elizabeth Lorenzo, who's handling sales for the building, says they're already 80% sold. But to inspire remaining buyers, they've enlisted Versace Couture Home to decorate their recently unveiled model units.
To interplay the classical elegance of the Plaza Hotel with our contemporary luxury of our home couture collections.
And while the interiors of the guest rooms and apartments might strive to be contemporary, the Plaza is a landmark, and the New York City Landmarks Commission made sure that they preserved public plaza spaces like the lobby, Oak Room, Oak Bar, and the Palm Court,
which will return all of those interior spaces to the various phases of their construction.
The entire building renovation has a price tag of $400 million, but how about the individual units?
One bedrooms begin pricing at $2.5 million. Yes, and $2.5 million, and with a garden view. If you want a park view, it's going to cost you at least $6 million.
For a 2-bedroom?
No, for a 1-bedroom.
For 1 bedroom, I'm sorry.
And the prices go up from there, way up to...
well over $40 million for those 11,000 square foot spaces.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah, I would
make it 2. Why not?
I would love to see you have it.
That might sound high, but for John Abeen, he's buying more than an apartment. He's buying into New York City history.
It's all of that. It's a combination of everything. The historical location, that it's the plaza.
And according to Eloise, that's a lot to love.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Now, the good news is there's another arrangement you can buy into, the Plaza Pied-a-Terre, which means you purchase a fully furnished hotel suite for between $1 and $10 million, but you only get to use it for 120 days a year. Guess that's for the real jet set. The new Plaza hopes to open its doors in celebration of its 100th anniversary this October, so stay tuned. We will take you there.
Wow. Kat, the Palm Court, the Oak Room, they're still going to be open to the public?
To the public, yes. You don't have to buy a $5 million apartment
or a $40 million
for 6 days a year. No,
you just buy, a $20 drink.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, the Oak Bar has some magical significance for my family. Every time my husband and I want to change something or get something new or do something, we stop in for a drink, and I swear it happens.
Wow.
He got his first job in New York that way, as did
Plaza.
You two have so many great stories.
We love New York.
Your husband and you.
Thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Kat.
I was thinking of the Plaza. It was between that for 120 days, living with my mom for half the year, or 89th Street and walking up 4 floors. I chose 89th Street.